you can hear me. We are building, I must remember to switch microphones on. What I'm finding in doing this is there's an awful lot of buttons and an awful lot of things to make it look right. And that means that every night I forget. I'm going to have to stick a checklist up on the wall. Anyway, we're building 31050. It is the Lego Creator Corner Deli. Let me just go through some of that again since you missed it. We're building the main model. It does have two other models as well. I'll just show you on the back. The main model is this hinged building, which is almost like a medium modular. There's also this lower version and this tall model. There is a manual for each, as I just had out. But like say, we'll build the main one. It retails for $27.99 in the UK and $39.99 in the US. It is still available and it's a very respectable 6p per piece. Right, now that I'm pretty sure you can actually hear me, and not just the music, let's go for it. So we're starting with the minifig, or the minifigs. There are two minifigs in this set. There's a boy and a girl. Neither of them is particularly complicated. There's the boy. Let's switch to the other view. There's the boy. White trousers and a green shirt with a red cap. The girl is wearing blue jeans and a blue top. She is the only dark blue thing on this table, so that should be much easier to find than it currently appears to be. It is a child. There's a child female, unlike the other one, which is actually a man. You can tell it's a child because she has freckles and she has non-bendable legs. There you go, there's the girl. The girl actually is also holding a sandwich. Let's build the sandwich. There we go. There she is with her sandwich. Minifigs out the way, let's start going on the main build. As is always the case when you've got no bags, you do start to get the lay of the land eventually. You start to remember where pieces are, where you've put them down, where they're sitting, how things are organised. But I imagine I'm going to be a little slow to start off here, just as I get a sense of where everything is. The hinged corner piece, because as I mentioned, this entire building is hinged so it can open out and close. There are an awful lot of the Lego Creator building sets are like that. did a few of these kind of medium-sized modular style buildings last year. This is one of them. I actually did buy this set last year and it's been sitting there ready to be built. What I'm trying to attempt to do at the moment is work my way through a lot of the sets that I've had sitting for a while. So at the moment I'm trying to do some of them, the smaller 400, 500, 600 piece sets. And then I'll move on to some of the larger ones that I have. Definitely slower to put this together than I was last night with the spaceport, when the spaceport was all in numbered bags and very few pieces in each bag meant that there was very few things on the table and it was very quick to then throw together. Whereas tonight I am dealing with far more pieces to try and find the right one. As we get through it though, that will become easier. A few different doors and door frames and windows and other things like that in this set. A set like this is good for then reusing later to build your own creations because you get such a good selection of pieces, especially if you enjoy building houses. you can see already this is coming together into something. As these walls get higher and the doors and windows are added into place. Since it's a deli, it looks as though we are building some form of kitchen on the side. It looks like an oven that we've just put on there. Some texture brick blocks on that side just to give a little bit more interest to the side wall. These kind of orangey brown bricks are disappearing quickly. That's the last of the one stud blocks. tiny little fire hydrant just sit outside. A bright yellow door. Let's turn around that so you can see what we've got so far. As you can see, it's hinged in the middle. A little step there. And we've got our doors on both sides. So you can display it as a open facade or as a closed complete building. Some very nice looking red and white overhang on this side, which is a pretty common Lego technique for buildings. I've seen quite a few sets that we have that do this from, in this case it's a deli, but you know, I've had food stands and barbers and all kinds of things that do this. It's a very effective red and white pattern. Adds a great splash of colour to the front of your build, but also looks great in the process. Now we're past the burnt orange, we seem to be onto the powder blue instead. Clucking all these into place across the roof line, and a wee plate of 3, looking like some sort of banister. Lots of these one stud blue pieces. And there was lots of these 2 stud blue pieces as well, but I'm about to put 9 of them on. I always think the difference between building this kind of set yourself, or the kind of thing that, you know, give a person, a regular person, a big bucket of Lego and tell them to build a house. What you will get is 4 walls. If you're lucky, you'll get some windows. You'll probably get a door. The roof will be a struggle because nobody ever has parts that are big enough. You always want to give it this flat roof. You find out you've built it far too big on your base plate to be able to do that. I would always say the difference between what somebody would do there and a set like this is in the detail. It's the details that make the modulars so fantastic. all creating a nice set of windows on both sides of this. With some window boxes and some flowers in the front. Some nice brickwork on both sides. Somewhere I have another one of these. Oh, there we go. Hiding up and among something else. See where we're up to so far. You can see the second floor is coming together. We're on step 52. There are 96 steps, so we're more than halfway through. We are what, half an hour in? Yeah, a little over half an hour in. Ultimately, some of these are doors to nowhere, since there is barely a top floor. Not convinced by the structure of this at this point. I'm sure that's going to be fine once all of these pieces go in, but at the moment there's an awful lot of one stud pieces and plates and other things that aren't really attached to anything yet. I'm having to be a little careful around those places to not end up popping them off completely as I try and push some of the stuff on top of it. I'm sure that'll get better once I get some pieces across the top. I did wonder what I was building there as I was putting that together, but I see now it's an armchair. Those with the time and inclination to do so can of course take this set and expand it further. It's probably a good starting point for building it out into something larger. Kind of looking over here at this one single orange brick that I seem to have left and wondering whether or not it was meant to go somewhere, but there's no way it could have been. You can see how much closer we are though to getting through all these pieces. Maybe it'll come up. It's an odd piece to have left, but at the moment I'm just assuming it's going to be on one of the next pages. There's the plate across the top to give it that strength that I thought it was missing. Of course, as I say that, the whole thing breaks apart. There we go. getting so tall now it's becoming difficult to see what's behind it, so I'll move some of those out of the way. Of course it's possible that this isn't used because it's used in one of the other builds. That's always the thing to remember with these 3-in-1 sets, that not every set uses every piece. And not necessarily a reason to panic if you have a bit left at the end. Some really excellent detail across the top of the roof line there. Let's switch that back around again so you can see what this looks like now. We've got some overhang pieces on both sides and some hooks. The roof light on the top there is actually open. It's a bit odd because you think you have to stick your finger underneath it, but it does open. Time to build ourselves a little TV aerial. click it into place. See it sitting on the top there. It's time to build a little bird. Just a little brick built animal to sit on top of the aerial. These are quite common in Creator sets like this to have little birds built out of a few bricks and a couple of plates. This one has red feathers, orange beak. On top of the TV, you know? This is the little outdoor seating area now. Upper view so you can see that there is definitely not very many pieces left at this point. We're really coming to the end of this thing. And here it is. That orange piece that I was unsure if it was ever going to get used is used for the outdoor table. Just had a feeling. I know not every piece has to get used, but it just seemed suspicious. A little outdoor lights. So what this means is now when you have it in the position like that, this actually slides in, clicks in there, actually creates a little pavement area outside. We have the sign on the front of the deli, which looks to be a giant burger. Also looks to be the last part of the build. Literally at this point down to the last few pieces. Most of these are probably just going to be spare anyway and unused. There we go. You can see we have a burger sign, which on the last page of the manual clicks on to onto the railing, I assume. So there we go, there it is. Is it complete? That is the end of 31050, the Corner Deli. It would be, obviously this is not necessarily as exciting or fancy as some of the sets that we've done in the past. You know, it's no Saturn V, it's no VW camper van, certainly not a modular building, you know, a full-size one or anything like that, or even any of the other ones that we're going to have coming up in the future, like the Porsche. But I think it's important to do these kind of sets as well. These sets obviously sell really well, and it's the kind of thing that this is what a lot of kids are going to get. These kind of sets are obviously very popular among parents for buying for birthday presents and Christmas presents, for relatives or school kids' birthday parties and things like that. So I think it's important that we do take a look at these sets as well, and we don't just concentrate on the bigger ones. And I think this was actually quite a nice set. I think this is a good recommendation if you're looking for a small creator set for somebody at $27.99, and I think, to be honest, you can definitely pick this up a lot cheaper on Amazon. I'm sure I've seen this for less than 20 for an almost 500 piece set. That's pretty good, and they're definitely expecting you to be using this as kind of a mini modular and a medium modular, sorry, and you can go ahead and buy the other sets in this range to create a bigger street. There was a toy shop and various other ones, some of which are now discontinued, but you can see they're giving you the connection pieces here, the Technic holes, so you can stick a couple of pins in it and connect them together, just the same as you would do with the larger modular sets. And in fact, I might attempt even to just attach this to a full-size modular and just see how that goes. And if I do have any more of the medium modulars, then I'll be sure to build them as well and show you how that goes together. But I hope you've enjoyed that. If you'd like to know more about us, you can head over to our Facebook page, where we are facebook.com/brickdigest. You can also hit up our website at brickdigest.com. Please do like this video if you have enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to our channel. We have a lot more Lego. You can't quite see all the sets behind me, but there's an awful lot more boxes down below and up the top to be done. But other than that, my name is Richard, and until next time, thanks for watching.